Hello Kirby.
Hello Mario.
Kirby, I need you to help me defeat Bowser because I have lost all my power-ups.
But how will we do that, Mario?
We must cover 4 subjects and system of equations.
Are you talking about systems by graphing, systems by substitution, systems by elimination and nonlinear systems?
Yes, I am Kirby, so first we must cover graphing.
How would we cover that?
Well, to this we must find a definition. Luckily I have one. Graphing is seeing if the equations meet at a specific point. If they do, that point is a solution.
Oh. May I see an example of this, Mario?
Yes, using www.mx+b.com web link I can show you an example. First, we must put in y equals x subtract 2. This will create one slope. Then we put in the next equation, y equals negative x subtract 2. This will create the second slope. Now that we see the slopes meet at one point, we can find the solution, which is 0, negative 2.
Thank you, Mario.
That was the easiest one, you see. Next up is substitution.
How would we do substitution?
Substitution has many steps, such as plugging it in, isolating the variable, and plugging it in again.
Could you show me an example of this?
Yes. Let's take a look at this problem on IXL. Nate and Sandra met for dinner in downtown Ashland. Nate did flat rate valet parking for $20. Sandra went to another valet and paid $4 up front and $4 for every hour, including the first hour. Ultimately, the friends ended up paying the same amount. How long did they stay? How much did each one pay?
So how do we solve this one?
To solve this we must first set up the equation. First we put y equals 20 as he paid the full price up front. Then we put y equals 4x plus 4 as he paid $4 every hour plus the 4 up front. Then we plug 20 in as it is equal to y. This leaves 20 equals 4x plus 4. Then we subtract 4 and that leaves us with 16 equals 4x. Once we have done that, was divide, which leaves x equals 4. And since y already equals 20, that means in 4 hours they both paid 20.
Wow. Thank you, Mario, for teaching me those 2 subjects.
You are welcome. Sadly I do not know how to do elimination, which makes it so I cannot achieve my power-ups.
You're in luck, Mario. I am a master at elimination and I can teach you.
Thank you, but how are we supposed to do this?
To solve for elimination there is 4 different steps. First you must make sure that the equations have opposite x or y terms. Then you add to eliminate that variable and solve the variable left over. Once you have done that, you plug that into one of the first equations. Then you put the solution.
Thanks. But could you show me an example of this?
Yes. Using IXL, we have this equation. It states negative 5x plus 9y equals 19 and 5x minus 8y equals negative 13. Negative 5x and 5x cancel out already, so you can add and it leaves you with y equals 6. Once you do that, you plug y equals 6 into one of the equations. I plugged it into negative 5x plus 9y equals 19. Once I do that, you multiply 9 times 6 and get 54. Subtract this from 19 to end up with negative 5x equal to negative 35. Once that is done, divide it. The final answer should be x equals 7. This means the solution is 7, 6.
Thank you, Kirby. Now that I have my power-ups back, I can finally defeat Bowser.
You are welcome. Good luck on your journey.
Ha ha ha, Mario, I will beat you.
Not so fast. I have harnessed the power of substitution, elimination and graphing.
Oh no.
Bye bye, Bowser.
I know what you're probably thinking. You're probably wondering, what did those 3 video clips have to do with statistics? I mean, it's Super Smash Bros. For Pete's sake. I mean, what would that have to do with statistics? Well, just give me a second and let me explain. So basically in this game you're given 3 lives, or 2, and if you can throw the person off the edge of the map 3 times, then you end up winning the game, but sometimes that doesn't always happen, and if you can't, that means you lose. So pretty much what we're going to be doing is we're going to be calculating the statistics off of this, and we're going to be getting the help of Gabe to help us on this. So I played a total of 7 matches, and each match I got a specific amount of KOs. So pretty much if we look at all those matches and then we add them all up and divide them by 7, that will give us our mean, which is the average, that amount that we got of KOs per match. So we're also going to be calculating the mean of the opponents, how many KOs they got each match on me. So while I'm talking, you guys saw that I got the first KO on my opponent. So if you guys keep watching, I'm going to play the rest of the KOs, and then we're going to total this up and divide it by 7. So basically, when we finished all the matches, we took all those 3s, we added them together, and we divided them by 7. And then once we did that, we got this crazy number. So once I did that, we did the exact same thing for the opponents, and we ended up with this number. And now we have our 2 averages. Alright, so now we're gonna go get Gabe to do the mode of this data.
Well, that's easy. It's 3 and 2. And the definition for mode is the value that occurs most often in a data set.
Really?
For median, you're pretty much trying to find the middle numbers, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our data and we're gonna choose one of the brushes, and pretty much we're just gonna cross it out one by one until we get to the middle number, and what do you know, it's 3. And then for this one we're gonna also cross this out until we get to that middle number, and that is 2. And now Gabe's gonna return to do the range of this data set.
Okay, range is the greatest number minus the smallest number. So we would have 3 minus 0, which is 3 for the first set. And for the second set, we would have 2 minus 0, which is 2. Make sure to organize your numbers from least to greatest, or you won't get them right.
Now, as you can see, I have made all of this data into a graph, and the lesson that we can conclude on the end of this is that I won a majority of all the matches, and I am the best. So yeah, that's the lesson of the video, and I will see you guys in the next one.
Welcome to Greasy Grove High, where all your dreams come true. Alright kids, let's go to the classroom. to learn some quadratics. Make sure you drop your weapons at the front door, please. Alright, good job. Good job. Every weapon. And put the gun down. Okay, let's go. Oh, looks like someone left their weapons at the front door. Oh well, I think the principal will pick them up later. Okay. Everyone get to your desks. We have a very important lesson today. Okay.
I find it weird that we all have explosives.
Today we're gonna be Dimitri, put the desk down. Okay, guys, if you're not gonna behave, I'm gonna send you to the principal and give you silent lunch. Guys, and if you throw another paper at me, silent lunch. Okay? Dylan, put the desk down. Put it down. Anyways, guys, quadratic formulas are very important.
Okay,
Stop messing around. Put the sword down, Dimitri. Dimitri! That's my classroom. Dimitri, if you're not gonna behave, I'm calling your mom.
Really?
Yeah, that's right. Put the sword down. Yeah, that's what I thought. No, don't run out of this classroom, young man. Get back in here. Guys, we really need to learn about quadratics right now. Stop! You're destroying my school!
Oh!
Alright guys, get in the classroom or I'm unloading the gun.
Chill, Mr. Mata.
Get in the classroom!
On Mr.
Jesus
Mata.
Christ.
Get in the classroom. Yeah, that's what I thought.
So Dylan, I heard you was talking crap about my mom, huh?
We're gonna learn quadratics whether you like it or not. Stop dancing.
Come on.
Dimitri, put the rocket down! Don't do it. Don't do it.
It went through the ground. I dropped 4 rockets.
Alright guys, we're gonna try this again. We're gonna be learning quadratic formulas today. Everybody celebrate! Everybody celebrate! Everybody celebrate in 3, 1. I don't know why I'm a teacher at this point. My students aren't even listening to me. Yeah, celebrate! Quadratic formulas and stuff! Yeah!
Why is everybody dancing? Except that guy.
Alright, guys. Alright, guys. Since you destroyed my beautiful school, we're gonna be walking to our backup school. Just for situations like these. And you guys better shut up for the rest of this whole entire walkthrough of quadratic equations, okay? Because I really need to explain this. Alright, let's go and single file. Lane, put the gun down. Single file line. Lane, stop bullying Dylan. Lane? Don't you shoot me, young man. You guys don't shut up. And if you don't put your guns away, I'm gonna call all of your moms home, and then you'll have to go to summer school or something. Are you kidding me, Lane? Alright, Lane? I've had enough of this nonsense. You're gonna have Lane, you have silent lunch. Lane? I'm getting very close to calling your mom. Alright, let's go inside. Alright guys, come in. Get in your desks. Dimitri, get out from behind the door. Come inside. And I'm done. Come inside. Alright, class. To begin with quadratics, the first thing we'll have to do is know the formula. The formula for a quadratic equation in standard form is ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. And after that, you'll have to find the axis of symmetry, which is negative b over 2a. Okay, Dimitri, do you want to help us with the next step?
Okay, so basically, to find the vertex, all you have to do is plug in what you got from the axis of symmetry into the original equation. And once you do that, you're going to have your vertex.
Well done, Dimitri. That was actually right. I'm so proud of you. Okay, for the first example we have, it is q squared plus 2q minus 3 equals 0. So to find the axis of symmetry for that equation, hold on, let me get my piece of paper out. We'll have negative 2, because the b in this equation is 2q, so that you just put the 2, and then you put it over 2 times 1, because the first value is 1, and that would get you negative 2 over 2, which is negative 1. And that's your axis of symmetry. Wait, actually, we have to solve for the vertex. So, Dimitri, since you know so much about vertexes, how would we solve for this?
So to solve for the vertex on this equation, we're going to have to take negative 1 and plug it in. So negative 1 to the second power is 1, and then negative 1 times 2 is negative 2, and then that's all minus negative 3. So if we combine negative 2 and negative 3, that makes negative 5, and then if we add that by 1, that makes negative 4, that makes the vertex negative 1, negative 4.
Alright guys, my salary is really low right now and I can't keep track of you kids, so I quit. Anyway, Dimitri, I'll leave the rest of the lesson to you.
So what we did was we took all of the data and we used the vertex to plug it in, and once we were done with that, we ended up with this picture, and I'm pretty sure that that is a minimum. Definitely didn't have to Google that. Anyway, Gabe let me do the outro for this, so if you guys enjoyed, this did take like 12 hours to make, so please be sure to like it and subscribe to Gabe's channel. Anyway, I will see you in probably the next video, which will most likely be Gabe's skit, so have fun watching that, and peace out.
What's up, everybody? It's Bob Ross here. Today, we're going to be learning linear equations. Alright, so, the standard form of a linear equation is y equals mx plus b, where m equals the slope and b equals the y-intercept. Hold on, let me add a few digits in that piece really quick. Alright. So I'm going to write this down on our magical painting. Y equals mx plus b, where m equals slope and b equals y-intercept. The y-intercept is where the points meet up on the y-axis, or start on the y-axis. So say we had a graph, hold on, let me get a different piece of paper. Okay, so say we had a graph like this. If the y-intercept was positive 3, you go 1, 2, 3, and that's where it would start. Alright, so our first example is the slope being 5 over 2 and the y-intercept negative 3. So to put that in the standard form, it would be y equals 5 over 2x minus 3. And to graph that, we would have our graph right here, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Make sure to make no happy little accidents, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so to graph this equation, we would have negative 3, which is 1, 2, 3 down. Then we would have, so since 5 is on the top, it'd go up 5 and over 2. But if the 2 is negative, it'd go to the left. But since it's positive, we're going towards the right. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then over 1, 2. And then we have, okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then over 2 more. And if you can't go up any longer, go down the opposite direction. So change that to negative. So then we go down 5 and over 2. But for this, our graph should look like this. And that's positive. Okay, for our second equation, we'll make another graph. And then we'll, since the slope is negative 2 over 3 and the y-intercept is 0. So then in standard form, that'd be y equals negative 2 over 3 plus 0. So then we'd have the intercept at 0, the origin point, and then we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. So now we'll go down 2, since the top number, the numerator, is negative 2, and then we go to the right 3. And down 2, to the right 3. So, and since we can't go down anymore, we can go back to the origin point and go up 2, and to the left 3. And this is what our graph should look like. Well, I hope you had fun learning linear equations. This was probably one of the easier subjects we had. If you want to check out any of the other videos, check out the other videos. So, and make sure to subscribe to When Pigs Fly to see more videos like this. But wait, I have to do something epic. Hold on. I'll be right back. Ooh. Okay. So if we use, since we now have the powers of all these equations, if we take this off, bam, a perfect masterpiece. And that's how you paint like Bob Ross.